Trent Alexander-Arnold is a Galactico. It's just a matter of time, honestly. He's got all the ingredients to become one. And it might happen sooner than you think. Listen, being a Galactico, it's not easy. I know everyone can be one. A Galactico is the Spanish word for galactic, a word which only describes footballers who Real Madrid deems to be superstars or possesses all-time ability levels. And if you go back and check out all the players that came with the Galactico tagline, they all tick that same box. Luis Figo, a Ballon d'Or winner, someone they snatched from the biggest rivals and at that time, all-time record fee. Zizou, two-time Ballon d'Or winner and at that time, all-time record fee. Ronaldo, R9, after an historic campaign he had in the World Cup 2002, Perez made the phone call. David Beckham. Perez spotted the emergence of arguably the first player who became a marketing sensation from a footballing standpoint. And he wanted a little taste of it. In the end, he got the full load. Because Beck's success off the pitch was more than he provided on the pitch. Years later, Madrid went for part 2 of the Galacticos. Xabi Alonso, Karim Benzema, Ricardo Kaká, and the man who ended up becoming the greatest Real Madrid player of all time, Cristiano El Don Ronaldo. A few years later, they broke the transfer record again from a kid from Wales, Gareth Bale. A season later, a Colombian enjoyed the historic World Cup, and here came James Rodriguez. And with the departure of Ronaldo in 2018, Perez had his eyes on the next superstar, and the Belgian Eden Hazard was the next target. And the most recent Galactico himself, Jude Bellingham, a player that you're seeing now, fits Real Madrid and ticks all boxes of what a Galactico is supposed to look like. Beside the most obvious Kylian Mbappe, who I know, you know, my neighbors knows, and my family in Iraq knows, is gonna eventually join Real Madrid. But outside of that, Trent Alexander-Arnold is the next Galactico. That's no ifs, that's no buts, that's no maybes. Brother, I only do absolutes. I know what you might be thinking, Madrid fans, Liverpool fans watching this. What the hell are you talking about? How dare you talk about Trent like that? Brother, it's karma. Patience, karma. First of all, let me chat to Madrid fans for a second. Yeah? Let me chat to you about Trent. Let me remove the myth and the idea from your head, yeah? The only argument which you guys can throw at me is, well, Faysal, he's not great defensively. Faysal, with Trent on our side, we will start conceding more goals. Are we though? Are we? Let's analyze this, because the narrative about Trent being a bad defender, bro, it's just a myth. I'm not a stats person. If you guys know me, I've always been about the eyes. I determine a footballer by me watching them. But sometimes with certain players, stats can be quite useful to break down a player. Data like interception, blocks, tackles, duels, for me, it's useful data, but not the type of data I'll take into account when looking for a fullback. Because it can be misleading, and it really depends on the team that you're in or the system that you're in. As a fullback, I want to see how you're getting tested against your man. I want to see if you're leaving space behind when you're attacking. I want to see how your awareness is when someone else moves forward and you can then recognize it and cover for him. I want to see how you are one-on-one. I want to see how you are winning possession in the final third. That's the type of things I look for at fullback. The interception, the blocks, the tackles, yeah, bro, you can do that, but again, like I said, it's misleading. Trent recovers and wins the ball 6.9 times per game this season, an average which is higher than every top fullbacks in the world. Whether that's Walker, Reece James, who's on 3.4 compared to Trent, Trippier, Ben White. If you want to take it outside the Prem, then fine. It's also more than Dani Carvajal, Cancelo, Hakimi, and so on and so forth. This number is quite good, but the most impressive part about the number, out of the 6.9, 2.9 of them comes in the final third, which showcases how high Liverpool's playing and how advanced Trent is. One-on-one, that's fine. Trent has been dribbled past 2.1 dribbles, a number which is the highest that he's had ever since he joined Liverpool. I don't think this reflects or highlights anything that we don't know. Trent one-on-one is not Wan-Bissaka. He's not a locked-time defender, bro, but he's not the worst that we've seen in the league. And also, dribble success can be a difficult metric to provide context. For example, a successful dribble is when a player beats an opponent while retaining possession. So if I'm beating Trent, but I'm not going towards anywhere near the goal, bro, that dribble essentially becomes useless because you haven't really attacked and you haven't provided any sort of danger when beating me. So that's why when it comes to dribbles, it can be 50-50. So I did some extra research. Out of the 2.1 dribbles per game this season where Trent is getting beat, only 4 chances have come out from that. That's a number which I'm more than happy to live with, bro. But for Madrid fans, numbers and data-wise, Trent's defensive numbers are very similar to someone that we all know. A player who was extremely influential to every single Champions League campaign. A player who left Madrid as the most decorated player. And a player for me is one of Real Madrid's most important players over the past decade, 2, 3. And when I talk about most important, I'm talking top 5 most important. And you guys know his name is Marcelo. And Marcelo was never perceived as a defender, was never perceived as a great defender. He was always perceived of what he did on one side of the pitch. And what Marcelo gave us on one side of the pitch made us forget all about what he did defensively. Maybe not towards his twilight years, because bro, that last season or 2, he became a liability. But it's expected at that age where he was playing. Trent is exactly that player, and what Trent will do on the attacking side will make us forget all about what he did defensively. And Trent already has an advantage over Marcelo, something that Marcelo would have killed for during his prime years, and that's defensive cover. Trent will be playing with a midfield of Fede, Tchouaméni, Cam and Wenger. 3 workhorses, 3 complete midfielders, and 3 players who is capable of playing anywhere on the pitch. For majority of Marcelo's time, he was always isolated on the left hand side as Ronaldo barely tracked back, so he had to rely on either Cruz or Casemiro to cover. Trent should have no worries of that. Fede can track back, Tchouaméni can track back, Cam and Wenger can track back, Militao, a former right back, played as a right back with Brazil and Porto, can easily slot on the right hand side while Trent is attacking, which means when Trent goes up, Militao can go on the right hand side, Tchouaméni can drop deep, which means we're playing 3 at the back whilst we have the ball and attacking, which means our fullbacks will be attacking, and the 3-man backline will be Rudiger, Tchouaméni and Militao on the right hand side as the right centre back, and the 3-man midfield will be Fede on the right hand side, which will cover Trent as well when needed, Cam and Wenger on the left hand side, and we've got Jude playing a bit more advanced. That's how Real Madrid will be playing if Trent came to our side, bro. Trent also have the luxury to decide whether he wants to interchange so he can attack and create through the middle and Fede can go on the right hand side, or whether he wants to stay on the right hand side, which means I have been fantasizing about this. I've been dreaming about this, and bro, I can already see this ticking. I can already see this succeeding to the highest possible measure. But this is all under the right manager and under the right system. And that's if Trent Alexander-Arnold is prepared to come to Real Madrid. Because when he does, and if he does, Madrid fans, I'll be real, the long-awaited, the accomplishment that we've been dying for. Barca's won it twice. The treble, bro, it is completely possible if we pull the trigger on Trent. Now, Liverpool fans, I know our relationship is not the best. I know you guys don't like us. I know you guys hate us. We have pretty much beaten you every single time. We beat you in 2014. We beat you in 2018. We beat you in 2021. We beat you guys in 2022. We beat you guys last year, brother. If that was reversed, I would hate us. I know what you guys are feeling. But listen, hear me out, hear me out. If you guys love Trent and if you guys want the best for Trent finishing his career with Liverpool is a possibility. I'm not denying that he can extend his contract tomorrow. But if you want him to be alongside the greats of the greats, then he has to leave. But it's not just about leaving. No. It's all about where he goes. Listen, let's be honest, yeah? Playing for a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, always gives you an edge. When you think of the greatest player ever lived, none of them really played in the Prem. Leo, Maradona, Pele, R9, Zizou, Cruyff, Di Stefano, and we could keep going and going and going. And for the ones who played in the Prem, we've got Titi, who's often regarded as the greatest Premier League player ever, but he wanted a taste of what Barcelona Madrid is like. Ronaldo left a 3-peat United and became to Madrid, and as you saw his career, he made himself a GOAT for some people. And now when we go to fullbacks, when we think of the greatest fullbacks ever lived, Dani Alves, Marcelo, Cafu, Roberto Carlos, Philip Lahm, Maldini, if you want to consider him a left back, what do they have all in common? none of them really played in the Prem, which means playing for a big historic side, like I said, always gives you that little small edge. Trent has the ability to be amongst those people, but legacy-wise, he will never be amongst those people. As I said earlier, playing for Madrid or Barcelona, it pushes you higher in the rankings. It gives you that superstar vibes. It gives you that all-timer vibes. However, if performed correctly, we all saw what happened to Eden Hazard. So, Liverpool fans, if you guys want to say the greatest right-back played for our history, the greatest right-back captain our club, the greatest right-back came from our youth team, then bro, you have to let him leave. He's a good player, great player, world-class player with you guys. But if he comes to Real Madrid, it will push him a little bit higher. It will push him towards that superstar, all-timer type of player. And honestly, it's just the truth. I'm not the one. Don't hate the player, bro. Just hate the game. That's how it is nowadays. And that's why you see a lot of players wanting to play for that Real Madrid, wanting to play for that Barcelona, because it does help towards the end of their career. But most importantly, it's not about me, it's not about you, it's not about Madrid fans, it's not about Liverpool fans, it's all about Trent. So Trent, if you're watching this, how are you feeling? What do you want? Do you want to be a great player, world-class player? Do you want to remembered in the next 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years as the greatest right-back in Premier League history like Kyle Walker, Gary Neville and them, man? Or would you want to just push it a little bit higher? Take it into a different gear. Take it into a different level. Or do you want to consider yourself as one of the greatest fullbacks ever lived? You know what to do. Do you want to experience how it is playing for Real Madrid? Do you want to experience how Jude is feeling right now? Ask Jude himself. You got his number. Call Jude. See how he's feeling. But just call him. Call Jude right now. See how he's feeling. He's getting Ballon d'Or shouts. That's what happens when you play for Real Madrid. That's what happens when you play for this type of team. Because I'll be real, the PR helps a little bit as well. When it comes to Real Madrid and Barcelona, when it comes to those teams, you get a bit of PR in it. Jude Bellingham was exceptional at Dortmund, but you see what he's doing in Real Madrid. You see what he's doing there. And like I said, bro, you've got space in this team. I can see you fitting perfectly in this team. You're not going to get any sort of criticism, bro. You are, because I believe in what you can do. I believe in your abilities. I believe what you can provide on the pitch. And I'm telling you, we are giving you everything on the pitch. The same way Ronaldo was so successful every single time at Real Madrid, because we gave him that system. We gave him that freedom. We gave him that literally players that complemented him. Our players complement you perfectly. When you go up, someone will track back. When you stay back, someone will go up. Whether that's on the right-hand side, in the middle, bro, it's working perfectly. And you and Jude will be remembered 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, all timers, because you guys will give us that treble that Real Madrid has never ever done in the history. And guys, this has been the end. You know what? I'ma laugh, yeah. I'ma laugh if Trent extends his contract next week. Hey, if Trent extends his contract, I'm deleting this video. Actually, now, man. Trent, man, you know you want it, Trent. Come on, man. But listen, guys. As you guys know, if you guys like the video, Liverpool fans, please don't dislike the video. I know you guys are probably hating right now. I know you guys are watching this video like, what the hell is he talking about? Dislike, unsubscribe. Bro, it's all about the game, man. Like, if you guys enjoyed the video. Share as well. Share the video with everyone that you know who wants Trent, who would love to find out more about Trent. And most importantly, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As you guys know, the goal for this channel is to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the season. So it starts right now. But guys, I'll see you next time. Peace!